Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan. So I work with Campus Rec, um, Ontario Tech Game Day. I'll be working in the flex with Angie and Megan. I'm also one of the athletic therapists for the DC men's basketball team. I'm also a third year kin student like Megan. I've been an athlete pretty much my whole life as well. Played competitive basketball since like grade 5 all the way up until grade 12 of high school. So yeah, I have a lot of experience in sports and competitive sports and how to stay active and just kind of like get through, especially with COVID, kind of get through like that activity barrier that we all kind of felt at the beginning and during. So yeah, it's all coming together. But yeah, thank you for having me, Heike, as well. Yeah. So the main thing that kind of I think is pretty much different than what other people do. I kind of like play it by ear. So like if I have like class all day and I have like a free night, I'll know the day before that like I have free time at night to like be active. And like just because things might pop up, like I'm not really into weekly planning, so I kind of play it by ear. And it's kind of, I know it sounds like counterintuitive that you like kind of, it's kind of like procrastinating your workout, but just planning it the day before for me is better because I know that the next day is like I'll know the day before if I'm free the next day, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's one thing that I've always done that it's worked for me. Um, and just kind of like planning it the day before rather than a week ahead. And then another thing was during quarantine, I used to like I was say back in the day, I'm only 20, but back in the like back in like high school, I used to like bike and go for runs and stuff, and that kind of died down in university due to like the workload and everything. So during quarantine, I got back into biking like Megan did, and I got into hiking for like the first time, which was good since like most of the provincial parks and stuff like that were open. So it was good to go for hikes and using Strava to see like your elevation and how far you went. It's always good. But yeah, so it's like biking and hiking and kind of like finding a spot in the house if it was too cold outside, finding a spot in the house to like that's your workout spot. You can buy a yoga mat for like $3 at Walmart or the dollar store if you have like hardwood floors or something, just so you can do like other workouts. Yeah, there's not too much that changed. It was more just kind of adapting to COVID and changing my routine and things that I did because the gyms were closed. But yeah, other than that, it was kind of just playing it by ear and planning like almost a day ahead rather than a week ahead of what to do. But yeah. And definitely
Interesting.
like playing sports like Megan did. Like it was a change because you can't go to the gym and play sports with your friends anymore. But yeah.
I was going to say it's an interesting point because before we got on the call live, we were talking about trying to plan physical activity into your schedule so that you make it happen. So Heike was mentioning about studying for midterms and being so busy, and I get the same when I'm at work. I could be head down I could be on my computer all day long. If I don't make time, if I didn't have to teach a spin class, I just might not do it. So it's interesting, Ryan, that you said like you leave it till the day before. So we're kind of for my mindset, like I do almost have to, okay, so Monday and Wednesday I teach a spin class and then Thursday I have a stability ball class. So those days I know I'm kind of wrapped up. What I'm going to do on the other days, I almost need to have that vision ahead. So I think that other people do too, but I love that approach that I'll look at the next day because then that also makes it more manageable. I don't have to plan this overwhelming weekly plan. I can also plan today for tomorrow, and that's absolutely fine because then I can also look at the weather. It's likely a more accurate forecast. I can see how I'm feeling. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep well last night, so I can change. You know what? I'm going to do a yoga class today online because that's what I can do, and that's where my energy level is. So it was something that I wouldn't think of because I'm more of a type A planner. But I love that idea because we're not all like that. We don't all have that desire to plan like some of us do. So yeah, I think that's a really great point.
Yeah, like I definitely like plan ahead when I can, but I know that things will pop up. So like if I like I know I have two midterms on Monday, so I know like I'm not necessarily going to be able to work out late at night on Sunday, so I won't do that. But if I'm not as busy as some other people, I'll just kind of play it by ear and do it that way.
So maybe for people who don't have, so your bent is with some spare time to do like have some kind of workout or some kind of physical activity. And if people don't have that bent, or if somebody's just trying to get into or starting to get into being more physically active, maybe just having that on their radar where they've got something in their schedule every day that says be active for 15 minutes. And then wherever that happens during the day, it doesn't really matter. If you have to skip a day, you do, but you're really going to try to stick to that 15 minutes. That would be, yeah. Again, neat idea. I like it.
Yeah, like if I have free time throughout the day, like I'll just be like, oh, I didn't plan to work out at this time yesterday, but I can do it now since I do have free time. So yeah, it's like it's not a bad idea, but yeah.
Okay.